Hey guys, welcome back. You've seen many games like this? Today we're going to implement the same plane and missile mechanics in a few simple steps, so let's get started. Here I set up a simple scene. First, let's drag our plane sprite into the scene. Next, let's duplicate it and make it a shadow of it. Now let's create a script with the name plane and open it. First, let's create two float variables for steer and speed values for our plane and give them default values of 20 and 30. We can change this value later on from the inspector. Next, let's create a reference for our plane's rigid body so we can apply forces to it later. Now make another float variable to hold the user's horizontal input. Now in the start method, first let's retrieve the rigid body component using the getComponent method. Now in the update method, in order to change the direction of the plane, take the horizontal input using the input.getAxis method. To apply physics forces to the plane, we want our plane to move forward always, so here in the fixedUpdate method, let's change the rigid body's velocity to transform.upDirection times speed times time.fixedDeltaTime, and at the end multiply it with 10 to move it faster. If we don't multiply it with 10, then we need to pass speed as a higher value, such as 100, 200, or any 3-digit number. To remove that headache, we simply multiply it with 10 internally, so we can simply pass any 2-digit number as a speed and steer. Now in Unity, add a box collider to it and a rigid body 2D. Let's set gravity to 0, and don't forget to add a plane script to it. Then hit play. You can see our plane is now moving towards its up direction always. Now let's add a steer to change direction. So here in fixedUpdate, let's set the plane's angular velocity to input, multiplied by steer, multiplied by 10. Okay, now it's working, but steering is working in opposite direction. To fix this, here in the code just add a minus sign, and then it'll work fine. Now for homing missile, all the code will be same as plane, just we need to change the steering part, so it'll calculate the angle automatically and rotates the plane towards it. So I have some missile sprites here. I took one of them and added box collider 2D and rigid body 2D component to it, same as our plane, and set its gravity to 0. Now let's first create a new script with the name missile. Now copy the code from plane and paste it here. As a long term, it is not a good practice to copy-paste code from one script to another, but we will learn about them in upcoming videos, how we can avoid rewriting the code using inheritance. Now here first add a transform reference to get the target, so that our missile will follow the target. In fixedUpdate, let's calculate the direction by subtracting current position from target position and get the normalized version of it. Now we have a direction of the target, but how to get the steer direction, so here we use cross product to get the side in which target belongs. So for that, first let me show you the visual representation of what will be the cross product of the direction and transform.upDirection. So here, as you can see, if I move the plane to the left, the cross product's z value is giving us the positive value, and same if I move the plane to the right side of the missile, cross product's z value giving us the negative value, so using this cross product we can get the plane's side. So here in code, let's calculate the cross product using vector3.cross method and get its z value in a variable, and here instead of input, use our calculated rotation steer. You can change its steer and speed value to get suitable results. After all this, for polishing I added a smoke to the missile, and this is how it turned. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe to our channel for more excellent content like this, and please tell your friends about it as well. See you in the next video, stay happy, and have a nice day!